On Sunday, July 1st, 2018, there will be a general election in Mexico, in which Mexicans will elect a president to serve for 6 years and all members of Congress, which consist of 128 senators that serve for 6 years and 500 members of the Chamber of Deputies that serve for 3 years. Members elected to this Congress will be the first allowed to run for re-election in the next immediate term. This video will explain what the main political parties are and their vision for Mexico's future by comparing some of their policies. Mexico has 3 main political parties: PAN, the National Action Party, which is more right-wing; PRI, the Institutional Revolutionary Party, which is more centrist; and PRD, the Party of the Democratic Revolution, which is more left-wing. However, with the emergence of the left-wing populist party, MORENA, the National Regeneration Movement, this election's main contenders for the presidency are PAN's Ricardo Anaya, PRI's Jose Antonio Meade, and MORENA's Manuel Lopez Obrador. This last candidate was previously the leader of PRD and ran as their candidate for presidency in 2006 and 2012. However, in this election, the left-wing PRD has decided to form a coalition with the right-wing PAN, supporting PAN's presidential candidate Anaya. This coalition also includes the smaller left-wing party Citizens Movement. PRI's candidate Meade has the support of a coalition of PRI and 2 smaller parties, the centrist New Alliance Party and the center-right Ecological Green Party of Mexico. Morena's Obrador has the support of the far left-wing Labor Party and the conservative right-wing Social Encounter Party. All this tells you little, however, since there is such a mixture of varying political ideologies in coalition. So let's get more specific, beginning with government revenue and spending. PAN promises to broaden the tax base by taxing the so-called informal sectors that are not currently taxed, as well as tackling corruption and clientelism, that is, the use of welfare programs to get political support. To that end, they propose implementing a universal basic income, an unconditional monthly payment to all Mexican adults, in the hopes of addressing deep poverty and future unemployment from automation. To pay for this, they want to eliminate other welfare programs and all unnecessary government spending. PRI promises to continue the success of the current administration on its path to reducing the national debt. They also promise to tackle corruption, such as confiscating money from public officials who do not prove the origin of their assets. Morena promises not to raise taxes, but rather crack down on corruption and tax evasion to increase government revenue, as well as implementing austerity measures to prevent any unnecessary spending by government, as well as prioritizing important government programs such as senior pensions and programs that help children. On energy, the oil industry in Mexico was nationalized in 1938 under the government-owned company Pemex. However, the energy reforms of 2013 implemented by the current PRI government has opened up the oil industry to privatization and foreign investment. PAN criticizes these reforms, citing that they have led to increase in gas prices, although the previous PAN government supported these reforms. PRI supports these reforms, saying that they will be good for the country in the long run. Morena opposes these reforms and says that Mexico should produce more oil and build refineries so that they do not have to import gasoline. On organized crime, PAN proposes using more intelligence and less bullets to combat organized crime. To that end, they propose attacking organized crime by dismantling their economic and financial bases. PRI proposes to strengthen the police force by training them and paying them better. They also want to standardize federal and state laws so that crimes are investigated and punished under the same parameters. Morena proposes reducing organized crime not just by fighting violence with violence, but by focusing on development of the country, on jobs and the economy and the welfare of the people. They do propose centralizing command in the National Guard directly under the president to unite the police, army, and navy so that there is one central power that deals with organized crime.